Heroes and villains! Welcome to Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game! And also welcome to, drumroll please, Something Else Saturdays. My god, I love this song, it is so awesome. So, the point of Something Else Saturdays is that I don't want to go into one big series after another. I want some time to prepare, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to take a break, and there will still be RTS videos, and Painter will still be working with Minecrafts, but I also don't want to leave you guys high and dry. So while I prepare for the next series, we're going to do stuff like this. Maybe games that don't really necessarily have a story with an ending, where it's just a game you play, which this very much fits the mold of, because this was, once upon a time, a good old board game. And in fact, that's how I first discovered it, and I thought I would share it with you all for shits and giggles. Should be fun, right? We may also be doing like little short games like, say, I don't know, Death Trips. Things like that, where it's just, there's not enough to make an entire series out of it, but it would still be fun to show you guys. A lot of these videos are just going to be one-off things. But let's talk about Sentinels itself. Sentinels is a game where you play as a collection of heroes trying to defeat an evil villain who is trying to accomplish some nefarious goal or other. For instance, Iron Legacy is just trying to beat the shit out of you because he's evil from another dimension. It's a long story. We have Baron Blade, who wants to construct a battle platform in outer space to shoot lasers at the Earth. It's hilarious. There's Grand Warlord Voss, who you could think of as kind of like Darkseid. He's there being all, "Hey guys, I'm gonna take over your planet." And some of these characters are actually really interesting to play. For instance, there's the Dreamer, who is a young child who has psychokinetic powers that create monsters from the creatures she sees in her closet. And your job is to kill all of the monsters without hurting her. It's actually a lot harder than it sounds. Yeah, there are a lot of fun little things here. We're gonna start with the classic, though, Baron Blade. He's kind of the Lex Luthor of this game. So that's our villain. Now, who shall we choose to fight him? Well, I was thinking the original Freedom 5 might be cool, but you see, I really like playing as... Where is she? Did I mention this song rocks? Because it rocks. Ah, yes. Unity. She is an Israeli Golomancer who also has techno-psychotic powers and can, like, build robots out of metal that come alive. So I can't technically use her for the Freedom 5 because she doesn't join the Freedom 5 until later. This game has a whole lot of lore. But I think we're gonna go with the Freedom 5. So that's Legacy. Think of him as Captain America mixed with Superman. Every generation a new legacy is born, and that legacy gains a new power. The first legacy was none other than Paul Revere, and his power was Danger Sense. Yes, that is the actual backstory of this character. It is amazing. He's fairly powerful, but his big thing is that he's actually really good support. Next on the Freedom 5, we have Tachyon, the fastest woman alive. She is basically the Flash, except instead of getting her powers from a science experiment gone wrong, she deliberately wanted those powers, and they're based on the Tachyon. Next up we have the Wraith, who is Batman! Then there is the Bunker, who you can think of him as a little like Cyborg, but also as War Machine. He was a former military guy who test piloted this suit of armor, and it later became a problem. And last but not least is technically Absolute Zero. but he's a bit of a wild card. So we're going to go with Fanatic. You can think of her as like Wonder Woman, if Wonder Woman was Catholic instead of Greek. And also swords instead of whatever weapon she happens to find. So these are the Freedom 5, and we're going to be fighting them in Megalopolis, which is Legacy's home turf, where he's from, and where the Freedom 5's base is located. You can see there's a whole lot of crazy fun stuff here. Check it out. I have a lot of the expansions because I really like this game, but we'll deal with that another time. Today we're just going to do the classicest of the classic battles. Are you ready? Then let's fight! At last, the destruction of my greatest foe is at hand, Legacy Shuffle! Stand down, Baron! The price of your hatred should not be the entire planet! Yeah, that's gonna turn out to be a thing, sooner or later. So, every game starts with the villain. Now, the fun thing about the villain, mobile defense platform, he is immune to damage. We have to deal with that first. Oh, he also gets Hasten Doom! Baron Blades deals each hero 2 toxic damage, and you can play the top card of the villain deck. I don't really care what order he does this in. Right, another thing. Those little symbols there, if 2 characters have a symbol that matches, they're considered rivals, and they deal 1 point of additional damage to each other. So, hooray! This even goes if you're on the same side. Whenever Baron Blade would be dealt fire, cold, or lightning damage, redirect that damage to the hero target with... what was it? Show me the card, Baron! To the lowest HP, and that's a thing we'll have to get rid of. Let's see, what do we have? We have Bolster Allies, each player draws a card. Motivational Charge! Legacy gains the power to deal 1 target 2 melee damage, and each hero regains 1 HP. So here's how turns in Sentinels work. You play a card, you use a power, and you draw a card, in that order every time. Unless something tells you otherwise. You can also technically skip your turn to draw 2 cards. This is sort of symbolizing, like, the hero is taking a step back to think through something. We also have Thonk. Legacy deals 1 target 3 melee damage, and I get to draw a card. I think that is a good move. I'm going to use that on the Elemental Redistributor, because I know at least one of our teammates deals a large amount of fire damage. So, fuck the Elemental Redistributor. Boom. Fuck. Next evolution is a card I drew. Legacy is immune to the damage type of your choice until the start of your next turn. Multiverse. And we draw. Yep, everyone's damage. Legacy uses Galvanize. Everyone deals more damage. And we drew the Legacy Ring. You may use an additional power during your power phase. That is a very good card. Now it's time for Tachyon. Tachyon relies on getting these burst cards into her graveyard and then just wrecking everybody's shit. Let's see, we have Research Grants, which gives us the power to draw 2 cards and discard a card. We have Nimble Strike. Tachyon deals 1 target, 1 melee damage, and we can draw a card. And HUD Goggles. You may play an additional card during your play phase. And Synaptic Interruption. If Tachyon would be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that damage to a target of your choice, and then destroy this card. Basically, a counterspell, which is kind of useful. I'm gonna go with HUD Goggles. Which will allow me to play another card. I think I'm gonna put that Synaptic Interruption into play, just to have it. Reveal and replace the top card of the hero deck. You may discard the top card of your deck. Rapid Recon! So, oh hey, we get Quick Insight. Do you want to discard 1 card from your deck? You know what? I think that would be okay to have in the garbage because it is a burst card. You'll see how that comes in handy later. Next we have the Wraith. Like I said, basically Batman. So I actually play Wraith a whole lot, so I know what her cards do just off the top of my head. For instance, I know Impromptu Invention here basically lets you search for an equipment, and either put it into play or your hand, and then I can play a card. Who knew? That's actually very useful. So we're going to play it. We drew Mega Computer, and I'm going to want Razor Ordnance. Confirm. Where do I want to move it? I want to move it in play, so that I can then use the Mega Computer, which reduces damage dealt by environment cards by 1, which is a good thing, and we're going to Razor Ordnance. Let's keep hitting that elemental redistributor. Wink. Hey! 3 HP left. Should be fun. Oh, and we got throwing knives. Perfect. That's basically the opposite of the Razor Ordnance. Next up is Bunker! So, in turret mode, I destroy all their mode cards, cannot play or draw cards, and I'm using additional power during my power phase and increase damage dealt by Bunker by 1. At the start of the turn, I can destroy that card if I want. Bunker deals himself 2 fire damage and deals each hero target 3 fire damage. This gives us the power to shoot stuff. 2 projectile damage. Bunker may deal a third target 1 projectile damage. I think I'm going to equip that. And let's see, what's our base power? It's just a draw card. Bunker deals 1 target 2 projectile damage. Bunker may deal a second target 2 projectile damage. Boom. So first, we're going to clear out that thing. We get +1 from Galvanize. And... Oh, right. I pressed the wrong thing. So that's gone. Now we gotta stop that mobile defense platform, because he's immune to damage until we get rid of it. And we can try dealing Baron Blade damage, but he is immune, so we're just going to stop dealing damage. Oh, we got the Gatling gun. Deal 1 target 2 projectile damage at the end of the turn, destroy 1 card. Alright, Fanatic is another character I play a whole lot, so I know how to deal with this. First things first, you always want Absolution. I regained 1 HP, which is marvelous. And I'm going to use the sword, Absolution, 1 target, 3 damage. I can choose Radiant, Fire, or Melee. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to beat the mobile defense platform with a flaming sword. Boom! Deep fried sword. Chastise is very good. Keeps things you don't want doing stuff from doing stuff. Alright, now it's time for the environment. The environment can help you, it can hurt you. Players cannot draw cards. In this case, it's hurting us. Because he can still do stuff. Oh, great, another elemental redistributor. Blech. On the plus side, he doesn't get another thing. I'm going to go with the Legacy Ring. And I'm going to Galvanize. And that's my turn, because you can only use an ability once. If I want to take advantage of the Legacy Ring, I need another power in play, which we'll take care of next turn. I'm just going to put the Research Grant into play. And Tekken deals 1 target, 1 daily damage, and I draw a card. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go punch this. Boom. Traffic cloud taking him from drawing cards. Oh, sad. Let's recon at the very least. Attack and deals 1 target X melee damage. I want that. Alright, now we're going to get those throwing knives in play. And I'm going to use those razor ordinances to try and get rid of that traffic pileup, because that's going to be a big problem. Ah, I skipped my draw card phase. Let's see. Maintenance unit, bunker regains 2 HP. I kind of like having that power. The start of your turn, bunker deals 1 target, 2 projectile damage, and in return discard 1 card or destroy this card. I think I will have Gatling Gun in play, and I think I'm going to go for another bada. First, let's get rid of that traffic pileup. Blade's attack caused a panic, resulting in a pileup. Some of the flavor text on these cards is really cool. I highly recommend giving it a read, pausing the game to give it a read. I will try and read the ones I find most amusing. We're just gonna go daka to that thing. And the mobile defense platform is destroyed. I need to get rid of a card. I'm going to get rid of that. Meanwhile, Fnatic deals 1 target, and I get to use an additional power this turn. I think I'm going to save that. I'm going to skip my play phase, just because I don't want to really use anything now. I am going to, however, use Absolution to radiant damage these cars out of being a problem. And they're gone. Traffic pileup was destroyed. Brutal Censure. Fnatic deals 1 target, 2 radio damage, and a draw card. What's the environment going to do? Plummeting Monorail. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals 2 targets with the highest HP, 2 melee damage. So that would be, at the moment, Baron Blade and either Legacy or Fnatic. Slash and burn. Deals 5 and 7 fire damage. I guess you can go with Fnatic. Ouch. Alright, and now we're gonna put Motivational Charge in play. And Legacy deals melee damage to Baron Blade. Oh wait, Plummeting Monorail. I think I'm okay with taking that damage for the time being. I'm gonna focus on Baron Blade. Legacy's Nemesis. And I regain 1 HP. Everyone regains 1 HP. It's a veritable HP party! Whee! And I'm going to use my other power, which I should have used first, to boost my damage, but oh well, what can you do? And another motivational charge. Hoopa! I'm just gonna skip. Click on a card to use its power. This is just draw 2 cards and discard a card. Give me something good. Lightspeed Barrage and HUD Goggles. I'm gonna get rid of Research Grant as the payment for that. Hypersonic Assault. Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 sonic damage. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage next turn, I believe. These cards go by awfully fast. Okay. Trust Fund. Draw 4 cards, then discard 2. I think I'm cool with playing that because I'm hoping to get the targeting computer. Inventory Barrage. Destroy all your equipment and deal a lot of damage. Third jab, 1 melee damage, 2 melee damage, and they can't attack until the next turn. Grappling Hook, 1 ongoing or environment card, and I get to draw a card. Suit yourself. I regain 3 HP as the Wraith. I'm gonna get rid of Mega Computer. Come on, go away. And oh, these are all fairly useful. Smoke bombs, whenever been called, do damage to your target with the lowest HP. Redirect that damage to the target with the highest HP. I'm gonna want to keep those and use them at some point. I'll get rid of the grappling hook for now. No, throat jab. I'll get rid of... no, suit yourself. I have, what's his face to heal me. I'm going to use throwing knives. So I'm gonna hit that. Legacy Galvanize will make it hit a little harder. And then I'm gonna hit Baron Blade. Hooray! Oh, and I can still hit the monorail. Monorail! 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 Oh, and look at that. 1 damage, 1 target, 2 projectile damage. Hi, Baron Blade. I'ma Daka you. Daka. And I'm going to apply the maintenance unit just to have it. And then I'm gonna go use that grenade launcher. Because fuck you, bro. Boom! And then to the Baron himself. By the way, at the start of the game, Baron Blade enters Triangular Impulsion Beam Inventor site. Up. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 15 or more cards in the villain trash, Baron Blade's Torsional Beam activates, pulling the moon into the earth. So we want to keep an eye on the number of cards we're sending to his graveyard. When he would be destroyed, his character card flips to become a vengeful, mad scientist. Daka. And I guess we have to hit the monorail. Monorail. Upgrade mode. Destroy all other mode cards. You play an additional card during your play phase. I'm gonna get rid of upgrade mode. Okay. I'm going to smite the transgressor, which will let me deal 1 target, 2 melee damage, and I may use an additional power this turn. So, hitting him. Using Exorcism, which counts as 2 instances of damage, which are both applied, so they both get boosted, which is nice. So it's 2 melee and 2 radiant. And then we have Absolution. And we're just gonna keep beating on him. Final Dive! Destroy a target with 4 or fewer HP, then a character card. Alright, what are you doing now? Oh! We hurt him so much we're considered we're considered having more damage. Oh well. Hostile situation. Hero cards cannot be played. At the start of the monitor, each player may discard 1 card. Well, that's a problem. Each player may destroy any of their equipment cards and or ongoing cards. Baron Blade deals each hero target X lightning damage, where X equals 3 plus the number of hero ongoing equipment cards still in play. Oh. So that's, let's see here. Legacy, he's got 2. Well, we have another pair of HUD goggles. We can get rid of those. And we discarded the research grant. You know, let's get rid of synaptic interruption as well. And research grant. Wraith? I'm gonna skip. I'll get rid of Mega Computer for the Wraith. I don't really want to get rid of her. Getting rid of things. And Bunker. Bunker, you can use this opportunity to get rid of the Gatling gun. And that's all I'm willing to sacrifice here. Oh boy. That's 11. It's a lot, but we can't let him nerf us. Okay, hero cards can't be played, so we're skipping the play phase. We will, however, use our power. Everyone, get stronger! And motivational charge. 2 Baron Blades face. I think we should be able to flip him, which means we won't have to worry about destroying his inventions. And also we get a little bit of that HP back, which is nice. Heroic Deception. When this card enters play, Legacy deals himself 3 melee damage. Hero targets other than the Legacy are immune to damage until the next turn. Reveal the card. Sonic Vortex. Attacking deals 3 sonic damage where X equals the number. No, I don't want to discard that one. It's going into my hand. Gotta keep moving, no time to waste. Alright, can't play. That's fine. No, we're gonna go with throwing knives. See if we can whittle that plummeting monorail down, because I thought it was going to go away. And we'll get rid of the elemental distributor, just to not have it be here. Combat stance! First time a Wraith will be dealt damage by a target. Wraith deals that target 2 melee damage. Very useful. Can't play cards, that's okay. Do I want... No, I'm just gonna grenade launcher. Bada 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 bada. And bada bada bada. It's still gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna stop dealing damage so we don't hurt my friends. Select one equipment hash and put it into play. Very useful. Alright. Hostage situation prevented Fnatic from doing anything. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the monorail. Radiant damage, and I can draw a card. I would love to do that. Do all players agree to discard a card? Yes. Legacy, you can get rid of the second bolster. Allies, you have Tachyon. Tachyon. I'll get rid of Hypersonic Assault. Wraith, can get rid of that extra throat jab. Bunker, no, you can get rid of turret mode, and we can just get that back with the decommissioned hardware if we want it. And let's get rid of End of Days, because that destroys everything. Impending Casualty. At the start of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their ongoing cards. Any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card takes 3 psychic damage. At the end of the turn, one player may discard one card to destroy this card. Legacy... You can get rid of Motivational Charge. You already have that in play. Okay, what now? Blade Battalion. At the end of the turn, this card deals the hero with the target with the highest HP X melee damage, where X is the current HP of the card. Alright. We're going for Next Evolution, because that's always a good thing. And I am going to Galvanize, as always. And then I'm going to Motivational Charge the Blade Battalion. You know what? Yes. Can you give me a break? Not these guys again. I will like the idea when Tachyon finally deals with them. Everyone gaining a little HP. Ah, that's the good one. Each hero target regains on HP, and they also deal 1 additional damage. This is 1 target X melee damage, where X is the number of burst cards. This is 3 sonic damage, or X targets 3 sonic damage, where X is the number of burst cards. You know, I like the idea of doing Sonic Vortex. First target to be dealt damage will be Baron Blade himself. Then the Blade Battalion can go down. That sound is really kind of painful for me with these headphones. We're going to stop dealing damage. And I'm going to check the card. I can play 2 cards now. No. Gorilla Grodd. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have you Combat Stance. And then I'm gonna have you Razor Ordnance, the Baron himself. Micro-targeting computer! That's what I wanted. Wraith is going to be dealing a shit ton of damage in a minute here. Decommissioned hardware. Ooh. Let's go with... You know, let's draw some cards. Initialize. Have you played and reduced damage dealt to bunker by 1? And decommissioned hardware. I'm gonna go with decommissioned hardware. And... oh, Brutal Censure. And he's down! Or so you think! So, the villain does this thing I like to call going berserk. That's when they flip to the other side, which is kind of them changing up how they attack in battle. It's very interesting, and it keeps the game fresh. For Baron Blade, he flips when you defeat him the first time, and he turns to Vengeful Mad Scientist. His maximum HP becomes 30, And villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck. All 3 copies of mobile defense platform are moved to villain trash. At the end of the villain turn, Baron Blade will deal the hero target with the highest HP 5 energy damage. So basically, it's kind of like Baron Blade has stopped his evil plan to try and blow up the planet with his Tyrannular Impulsion Beam, and has just decided to beat you up with his bare goddamn hands. Good for him, but we have superpowers, so we're going to take him down fairly fast as long as he doesn't get anything nasty. Also, you'll notice we no longer have to worry about the number of cards in his trap. 3 target, 1 irreducible rating damage each. And what do we have now? Rooftop Combat. Increase all damage dealt by a dome. When this card enters the battlefield, destroy all other environment cards. While this card is in play, environment cards cannot be played. When hero targets deal non-hero character cards 10 or more damage in a single round, since this card is played, destroy this card. So that's probably going to go away very quick. Oh no. Not this again. Ugh. We'll get rid of next evolution just because we kind of have to. The Wraith! I'm going to keep all of that. Bunker, you can get rid of Gatling Gun. I want you to keep the maintenance unit, though. And Fanatic, you keep everything you have. That's 11 base damage for everybody. Ouch. Someone's going down. In fact, I think a few people are going down. But I think the survivors will be able to Yep. Wraith is down. Now, when a character is defeated, they are considered and Fanatic is going down as well. When a character is defeated, they are not considered dead. They're just considered not fighting anymore. And when they're on the field, they still do things. Alright. We're gonna galvanize. Ugh. 6 bonus damage. We had some bad luck going against Baron Blade with a bunch of characters who rely on equipment. I'm gonna do Lightning Reflexes, and I'm gonna do Light Speed Barrage. And that's another 6 damage right there. So Rooftop Combat was destroyed. And I can still play HUD Goggles. So I'm just going to use my power. Rapid Recon. Choo, choo. Each player may draw a card, and I may play a card. Do you want to discard this card from your deck? No, I'm good. Thank you. And now, the Wraith is down, but it's like the characters are fighting harder because she's down. So I can help out by doing one of these things. I can destroy an ongoing, have someone regain 2 HP. I think I'm going to give Tachyon that. Or I can have them play a card. I only really can play Heavy Plating, but that's okay. Where's turret mode when you need it? Ammo drop! Whenever a real card is destroyed, you may draw a card. Another ammo drop. Okay, one player may draw a card, or play a card. One hero regains 2 HP. Select a hero, increase the next damage dealt by that hero by 2. I'm going to give that to Legacy. If he can survive impending casualty, someone has to discard a card. Legacy, what do you have? You know what? Get rid of that second bolster, allies. So that's gone. Hasten Doom! Each hero 2 toxic damage, and we gets to play the top card of the deck. I really don't care. Legacy, I need you to survive until next turn. In fact, it would be nice if all of you did. At the end of the villain turn, this hero deals each hero target 2 projectile damage. We all have 1 HP left. This is gonna be... Oh, this is it. This is down to the wire. If we can't stop him now, we can't stop him at all. I'm going to skip. I'm just going to use my Galvanize, and then use my Motivational Charge. If we can't stop him this turn, it's game over. And everyone's regaining 1 HP. Everybody draw a card. Legacy is immune to damage from environment cards. Pushing the limits, you may play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. External combustion for Bunker. At the start of your turn, Tachyon may deal herself 2 sonic damage. She takes this card is destroyed. Yeah, she can run at legendary stage, but it's not easy. I think I'm going to put that in play just because it's the only thing I can. Ugh. Had to be Tachyon he took down, huh? Put that in the trash. Lightspeed Barrage! That would have been nice to draw this turn! Ah, but you know, one player may play a card. Tachyon! Finish this joke, will you? Alright, so that's 5. Plus Galvanize, plus Inspiring Presence. Meow! He's gone. We did it! Oh, that was way harder than it had any right to be. But we saved the day! Just barely beating Baron Blade. We got a little unlucky there, but it's okay. We win. Alright, everybody. So that's Sentinels of the Multiverse. I highly recommend you go out and buy this game. You don't have to spend all the insane amounts of money like I have on the expansions and what have you. But it's always fun to see new characters, and I will see you next time for perhaps another something else Saturday.